Welcome back. We rejoin Serena as she, at this point, has retreated to the basement, um, pondering the conversation she had and planning on the hunt for this future replacement or future decoy. Um, as she looks through the map and draws a couple of cards, um, planning her next move. Um, One of her Schlachter stumbles through the door um, with drips of blood coming off of its mouth.
I looked to the Schlachter.
It
What is it?
seems to look at you with sort of a vacant look on its face, which
I
is,
guess what?
for anyone else, this would be disturbing because the face of the Schlachter is basically from here up is just a person, from here down is just massive teeth. And it looks tormented as hell otherwise, but with a very
Yeah.
vacant 1,000 mile stare.
I guess it wants me to follow it, so I'm gonna do that. Come
Um,
on, show me. Show me.
it starts stumbling back, and as it starts walking towards the sewer entrance within the tunnels, you notice that it's limping with one of its paws, and when you look at the side of it, you notice that it has sort of it has something sticking out of the leg.
Hmm. I'm going to look at it closer.
You retrieve it, and it seems to be a pocket knife.
Hey, oh, spirit's touching the knife.
Okay, roll it. I need to open the book to see the specifics on it. I should actually have my physical copy
What
here
would
instead. But
what would be the difficulty for my role?
yeah.
Standard?
For this one, be a it would be quite high since the emotional connection wasn't all that great.
Well, for
I'd
example,
I'd
a
say an
pistol.
8, maybe a 7.
No, no. Look, for example, a pistol information from a pistol used for murder hours ago may require a 4. But
Oh, okay. No, but
so like the
that's used for murder. This was used for self defense, if anything.
still. But for example, a bloodstained puppet a century ago might be a 9. So like it's more about the time and reasons and so on.
Okay, fine. That is fair. Let's say difficulty. Yeah, let's go standard. Let's go standard.
Okay, 4 successes.
Okay. So 4 successes gets you.
4 successes gets me person's name, last owner, age, state of mind, and gender, hair color,
Mm-hmm.
so on.
So the as you walk with the Schlachter, it at first you like just to point out when you pull the knife out, it doesn't really react and doesn't stop limping. Sort of like it doesn't feel the pain, but the leg doesn't work as good as it did.
Yeah, I need to fix it.
Yeah. Um, and as you hold the knife and you focus on it for a few moments, um, at first you get a vague name, and then you see the face of a woman, red hair, blue eyes. Nothing super remarkable about her. The emotion most connected with the knife is fear. And as you're sort of feeling what the knife tells you. The Schlachter opens or hops down the sewers. And as it does, you look down, and on the ladder leading up to the entrance
Wait,
is one arm.
the internet is lagging for me.
Oh. Is everyone's internet okay?
Stop. My internet is lagging.
Okay, so it's just
So Miguel is not lagging for you.
Nope, not for me. Miguel is smooth.
Okay.
But I can't hear you.
No, she just muted to say something.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Can you repeat the last
Yeah.
bit?
So as you hold the knife and you feel what it's telling you, the Schlachter hops down the sewer entrance, and as it does, you go to climb down, and on the ladder, you just see one arm sort of hanging on the ladder like this, separated from a body, and the nails are painted blue. You'd wager that's a woman's arm at least. And looking further down, you see a mangled body.
Okay. First, I scan the area for anyone hidden or anyone else.
Looking around the tunnel, you don't really see anyone.
You don't want me to roll for it, no?
You can roll if you wish. So, perception alertness, please.
Oh, this was awareness more. I get obfuscated anyway.
Oh, you want to spot obfuscated people. Okay. Yeah, that requires a roll. Perception awareness, please.
Mm-hmm. No luck there.
You look around and you don't think there's anyone obfuscated nearby.
Okay, I jump down to the woman.
Mm-hmm. And as you sort of examine her body,
I look for ID, anything.
Yep. You check her pockets. You find her wallet. Open it. Same name, same picture. Which, lucky you, because most of her face and a good chunk of her skull is missing. Schlachter seems to have had a pretty good time with this one. And after searching through her documents, eventually you find one card that references a group, and when you look it up online, it seems to be essentially a forum, or it would be a forum connected to essentially a supernatural enthusiast club. Looking through the forum, you see like several videos of like weird supernatural events.
Anything from Santa Monica?
Nothing. But weird supernatural events, we're talking about like people with night vision in dark houses, there's a sound and they freak out and then run. Something like that. But it's never super explicit. You never see anything there. And the last post is...
Anything about this house?
Well, like I said, the last post is apparently someone freaking out because they were investigating the rumors of an entrance to a haunted house within the sewers of LA. And there was a loud noise, and now they can't find their friend.
I need to call the big fucking thing. I told the Schlachter to get back in.
It seems to climb the ladder sort of with difficulty due to its leg, but it manages.
Yeah. And actually, maybe like I'm gonna give a ring to Cecil. Mm.
Okay. The phone rings. It keeps ringing. And eventually you hear footsteps upstairs, and Cecil just looks down and says, "What?"
Seems our house is on a fucking supernatural forum. You think you can get any information out of this dead one? Because before I don't know, feeding her to the washed.
Get me one of her bones.
Okay. I take the arm and from the thing
Yep.
and
And
toss it to him.
Cecil just grabs the arm, seems to reach into it and yank out the one of the bones there,
And
and
Serena's uh,
tosses the rest into
yeah.
onto the corpse and says, "Dispose of the
Serena
rest."
Serena grabs any documents from her. She also will see if there's like any phones on her.
There is one phone that has been ruined by sewage water.
Does it look like I can recover like data, whatever logins?
Possibly. I mean, you could try and take the card out and slot it into another phone.
Hard.
Sorry, the
Sorry, I was reading. Oh, it's fucking joke.
what? Is this man fucking memeing in the middle of the session?
Yes. Anyway, Serena takes the phone, takes the like plus like Miguel, live in the modern world. You can't take out the phone's SIM card and recover something. It's the data on the fucking
Yeah,
hard drive.
you potentially can recover the
Okay.
data.
Basically,
That's
I
basically
take
what I was trying
whatever
to
I
say.
need from her. I take whatever I need from her, including the phone. And then, like, do I have a way of calling the watch, or do I need to drop it somewhere in this body?
Yeah, you can call the Schlachter and have them transport the body if needed,
So,
but the Vosht is not under your control. So
yeah, I know, but is there like maybe a whistle I can do so that it like goes somewhere and it can? Because last
not
time I
not
just
that
dropped.
you know of.
Okay, but last time I, for example, dropped the body and the worst came.
Yes, because there was a Vosht currently present in that part of the sewer. You have no way of
Okay,
summoning this particular Vosht.
I look to see, so where should I drop it? Where's the worst?
Hold on. He seems to focus for a moment and then says, "Right, get out of the tunnel. It'll be
Yeah,
taken care of."
and yeah, so Serena just climbs back in and locks it behind her.
Mm-hmm. And
Um,
you feel sort of, as you close the lid, you sort of feel this rumble. And after a swift sound of something rushing in the sewers, you know that the deed is done, basically.
yeah. So I'm going to look into that forum and like quickly scan the messages. What exactly is said there?
So it's a forum dedicated to fans of supernatural activity, mostly ghosts. Um, and most of the messages are what you'd expect and stuff like this. They talk about various ways of talking to spirits using radio static and flickering lights. They talk about orbs in footage being signs of ghostly activity, changes in temperature, writings on the walls and such. And there's also a list of houses that have had suspicions of supernatural activity. This house seems to be in the middle of that list, but only this one visit has actually been performed, as far as you can tell, within that forum.
Okay, and the person who's posting about it says that they went there and now the friend is missing?
Mm-hmm.
I'm assuming, given that, well, probably that friend was eaten, but this probably is the other person coming in.
Potentially.
Going to see, like, do I see, like, if I click on the username, do I see any other posts or any other information? Any email links to the account that, like, uses this person's name or anything?
Well, looking through the profile, you don't really find any context, but you do find that they have a page in social media attached to it. And going to that person's social media page, you do get their email and their phone number.
No photo if it's a social media page?
Yeah, and you get their photo too.
Is it this girl?
No. It seems to be a guy with sort of a bun, thick beard, and very hippie-ish hipster look.
Well, apparently our house is right in the middle of a list for supernatural hunters. And this guy with a man bun is apparently looking for this lady.
Oh.
Which means we might get more visitors wanting to knock on the house, knock on the doors.
Or we can take advantage of this. This woman has disappeared.
Yes.
This man is looking into it.
Mm-hmm.
See if you can recover any information from her phone and try to reference another place. Send him a message from another haunted place of some sort. Get him to visit that place instead. And maybe we'll direct their attention elsewhere.
Okay. I'll see what I can do.
If you need help making fast transportation to any haunted spots in the city, Larry can probably manage.
Yeah, I mean, so I direct him to another place, but he's gonna come here and see nothing. I'll need to, well, I do have his SIM card, so technically all I need is to, I don't know how she sounded. Should have taken her voice box. Yeah, I guess I can text him from another phone using the SIM card and see if I can recover his phone number. Just if would be, I think what would be good if it at least looked to the outside world as if somebody's planning to build something here.
Maybe speak to Jack. He does own a property.
I will. Yes, I will. I will speak to him. Wait, Leo, that Krill? Okay. I will speak to Jack about it, and also because basically, as long as maybe if we get him to another location, maybe he could be gold at least for a bit, so that he basically says once we have something visible that this is not you know, somebody's planning to build here a hotel or something else stupid, people are going to stop coming here. Like he can be the person to do the posts and say, "Oh no, guys, there's fucking construction and boring, mundane stuff going on."
Indeed. I'll look into it. It's something we're gonna have to
Yeah.
take care of. We can't have people walking into a building full of us.
Well, not that they would survive, but if plenty of them go missing here, it's gonna be a problematic.
And what if they come during the morning? It's not like we can
Well,
have Schlachter
the
and
Schlachter was still.
ghouls killing people left and right.
Well, that's the problem. We just can't have them killing people left and right. And if they come in, like they're still gonna die if they come in during the day. But um, it's just if too many go missing, not good.
Maybe get some of the criminals working for you, patrolling the
Yeah, I mean,
house, shooing
yes,
people away.
well, yeah, that's the idea. We have some outside looking that is, like maybe reconstructed or built. Um, I mean, clearly somewhere to wash our hands and clothes would be good if we need to go out. But I'll go talk to my ghoul because he should be useful, and I guess this is a good enough use for him.
Pizza full of fatties.
I'll get it.
Indeed. And as this conversation is going on, we jump to Titus. Where is Titus at the moment? Is he engaged in the mission in Hollywood, or is he taking care of something back at the Haven?
Oh, sorry, I was muted. Titus went straight to the mission.
Okay. Well, as Titus basically makes his way through Hollywood, trying to stay undetected, he eventually gets a phone call from a number he doesn't recognize.
Titus will answer.
So you click the button to answer, and do you say anything in the microphone, or do you just wait?
I wait.
Okay. There's a few moments, and then a voice on the other side, a woman's voice, says, "Hello?"
Hello.
Who's speaking?
Well, depends. Who is speaking?
Is that you, Titus?
Who? Who is Titus? I'm not Titus.
The police are still looking for you. Just stay safe. And there's a click, and the phone call ends.
Fucking hell, how did she even get this number? I'll call Cecil.
The phone rings, and Cecil answers. And as he answers, you hear these scraping noises, as if he is doing some of his experiments. Only this is the sound that you recognize when he's shaping bone. You hear this scraping noise, and eventually you hear his voice. Yes.
It's Titus, bad news. They're searching for me. Not sure if my mortal shell or they know about me. I've
Who
got a call.
who is searching
Well,
for you?
the voice kind of reminded me of a person I known but can't remember, but it has to be someone from the corporation, from the car Crowfield Arms.
Save the number, but this person is chasing you?
Yeah, well, the thing is, how did they even get this number? It's my back phone.
Must mean someone else has gotten it.
It has something to do with Kosh, I'm pretty sure.
Either that or someone's making a move against us.
Well,
I was
we
hoping
just
to
need to
avoid
know
this.
that. Should I continue my mission? I'm on my way to the Hollywood.
If you think you can stay hidden, yeah. But don't attract too much attention.
Will do.
We've had a problem here as well. Nothing we can't fix, but do be careful. Someone might be trying to play something on us.
I'll do my best. Well, I'm back to work.
Yeah. And as the call ends, we return to Cecil to see him place the heavily modified bone on his experiment table as he stands up. And after a moment, he looks to the side, focusing. And then he says in quite a loud voice, Serena?
Serena comes from the other room. Yes?
Fetch anyone in the Haven. There's someone here.
Okay. I go quickly to look around.
Okay. In the Haven, you can find Jack and Larry, as they are still in the
Down.
building.
Down.
Abel, are you still in the Haven, or have you gone with Titus?
I presume I went with Jack.
Jack? Okay.
Wasn't I supposed to go with Jack and Larry?
Well, yes, but they haven't left yet.
Okay. Well, I presume I'm just minding my own business in the van,
Okay.
trying to
Well,
figure out how to play the future things.
Serena tells Jack and Larry to get down. And is Abel around?
In his van.
Okay, I text him. Abel, get into the house pronto. Intruder.
All right. So after a few seconds, Abel walks in.
Abel, as you leave your van, you see, basically in the distance, walking down the dirt path, you see someone, completely covered head to toe in these rags, and they seem to be sort of with their hands, like tucked under their arms, and they seem to be very slowly making their way to the house.
Right. As I step in through the door, and then I say, I think our guest is outside.
How many? Just one?
Just one for now. Kind of, taking it slow.
Well, he tripped one of my traps, so let's make sure it's not someone who's going to cause problems. If it's just one, anyone volunteer to go talk to him? The rest of us will...
Probably either me or Abel.
I can talk to the guy. What exactly are we looking at?
I'm not sure yet. Make sure they don't know who is here. I would be more comfortable if Jack went.
Or, I mean, I was just offering.
Not that I don't appreciate it, but Jack isn't on any lists.
Yeah, it's also true.
So, Jack, do you simply exit to go talk to the person?
Yeah. Will it take long for me to? Okay, does my ritual look like a grand fucking ritual, or I kind of do it sneaky?
You can do it sneakily, but the difficulty is way higher if you do it that way.
Yeah. Yeah. Just look out for shadows. I might contact you.
Alright. And Jack, as you exit and start walking down the dirt path, eventually you do see the figure. They approach and remain like at a safe distance from you when they stop. And the person simply puts both of their hands up. And you notice that the hands are misshapen and the nails are overgrown, sort of pointy-ish. You can pretty much tell what his clan is just from looking at the hands.
Nosferatu, I suppose.
He remains with
Greetings.
the hands up.
Greetings, I assume.
I'm going to show you who I am. Don't kill me.
Sure.
And the hand very slowly reaches to the rags, and pulls down a mask and shows the face. And as he does, you notice this one-eyed Nosferatu, who you remember being Oswald. And he puts the hand back up.
You have some balls, I'll give you that.
I came here to warn you.
Off.
Sosimo.
Yeah, what's the fucking problem he done again?
He fucked up. He wasn't happy with letting things be and taking the victory he had, so he decided to drop some names to the wrong people.
Whose fucking names?
He's trying to get some blackmail on Serena. He dropped her original name to the Camarilla, and the fact that she's alive and part of the
Inside.
sect.
Now.
Oswald simply walks after you.
A message. The father of lost son here.
Yep. And eventually, as Oswald walks in, Cecil looks very, very willing to rip this guy's head off in the blink of an eye, but holds off for now. And Oswald says, okay, I know what you're thinking. I didn't betray any of you. Okay?
I mean, I'd assume there was something from your side if Victoria said no blood hunt is being called.
I might have put in word with her that I would keep the kid under control. Unfortunately, he's not.
Here.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Look, he's not really the type to listen to instructions. Let's face it.
We noticed. We noticed.
But he got word of something you guys found, and by looking over there, and he points at Larry, I'm guessing the rumors were true.
Oh, since you're here,
Oh, shit.
you know his name?
I
By any
do.
chance?
I'm willing to trade it to you and give you information on Sosimo if you assure me that the kid won't die.
Depends. What did he do now?
He's trying to get blackmail on you so he can get his hands on him.
On me.
No, on Larry. Well, he doesn't say Larry, but he points at Larry.
He's trying to get blackmail on Larry?
No, he's trying to get blackmail
on you to get the guy.
So what is he doing?
Well, first he found a way to contact the Camarilla and warn them that you're still alive. Then he found out
Whoa!
Titus's original family and started sending a few messages, put them in contact with one of the Camarilla's servants, and now I would assume he's trying to manipulate those people into pressuring Titus. He's trying to find out more information on Jack and Abel.
I see.
Despite what I told him not to do.
I see. So the blood hunt called on Iris Amlink was thanks to Sosimo.
I would assume so.
I did say that we needed to wild hunt his ass down the moment he fucking defected. This is exactly what I thought he would do.
Look,
Oswald, you do recognize his ass is hanging on a very thin fucking rope.
I do. And I think he does too.
Actually, Serena looks to Cecil at this moment.
Cecil is holding himself back. Very visibly holding himself back.
Look, I don't think even Larry's real name, which we can find out through other reads, is worth Sosimo. Like, Sosimo's life is not worth that.
Sosimo's life is not worth that, but learning why people want this one dead definitely is. Because it could lead to you, as in all of you, getting your hands on Strauss.
Our personal animosities do not come before the sect.
Yes.
This much is true.
True.
But endangering...
But at the same time, Sosimo, do you think he's already had one victory? Do you think we stop him now and he gets somewhere else? He's not going to continue being the petty little cunt.
I have a way to get him out of the fucking domain. He's not going back in, and he's not doing anything else to affect.
You were already meant to control him.
Yes, within the Warrens, which I couldn't do because someone kept breaching our defenses. Or attempting to. It drove some of us paranoid. We wanted to lay low. And Sosimo doesn't find the idea of laying low appealing.
He's not really
I-
prone to follow commands either.
Yes, which is why even if you get somewhere far away, he might take it again personally that we force him to get the fuck out.
Look, I'm offering a way out of this. It's up to you if you trust me or if you just kill me right now.
I look to Cecil. I mean, like, I'm pretty fucking mad at Sosimo because,
We all are.
well,
still my
yes,
house.
but I've been I've been kept under house arrest, basically.
Wait few more fucking weeks and we all will be.
Well, Larry is pretty okay with Sosimo.
So
Oswald,
Wait,
You
Larry, you
might-
have a tent to me. Larry, you have a tent to me. Shouldn't you be like, who is this fucker who wants to kill my friend?
Larry is kind of intensively waiting for his name to drop.
Oswald, you might have to do the most fucking La Sombra thing you will ever do in life and reclaim the blood back. We won't kill him, but I don't think you will control him for long enough either.
what if I could... What if I could ensure that he stays under control? Do you have to kill him then?
No, I assume, but if he pulls some more tricks, I am not the bishop.
He's not going
I don't
to
call
pull
blood
tricks. He's not going to pull tricks from London.
And what if he manages to drop Iris's name in London?
Then he's revealed as ex-Sabbat to one of the most dangerous princes in history.
And do you think that Prince is not gonna pull strings to get me?
Given the fact that I have a boon that she owes me. No.
Is that some tasty info?
I don't really think that Queen Anne is not gonna find a way to get me then on the red list or something else.
You're already with a bloodhunt on you. Camarilla can't do more than that right now.
They can fucking call it off either, but
Look, I'm sure you're already hatching a plan to, I don't know, fake your death or something. The point here is, I would much rather if the kid lived.
Doctors?
Cecil continues to be silent, and his fists are clenched, just looking at Oswald. Oswald takes a step forward. So, do we have a deal?
Cecil?
I would do it, but I'm not calling shots.
I walk up to Cecil and like touch his like shoulder. I wanna kill Sosimo just as you. I mean, I did expect somebody else to try to pull this shit. But we could use some inside info. Up to
Cecil
you.
Cecil takes a few steps forward, and as soon as he does, Oswald seems to take a step back, almost as if he just went into fight or flight, and he chose freeze. And after a few moments, with a very reluctant motion, Cecil seems to sort of slice his wrist open, look at Oswald, and just say, "Drink." And Oswald, almost as if losing control of his own actions, just takes a few steps forward and starts to drink blood straight from Cecil's wrist. Afterwards, he just pushes Oswald to the ground and says, "You're going to do this again tomorrow, and you're going to do this again the night after. And once I know you won't lie to me, then we can make a deal. But you
As
can
a
start
gesture,
you can start buying goodwill." Abel, you were going to say?
I was just gonna say that as a gesture of good faith, you could tell us Larry's real name.
Oswald looks to all of you and then looks to Larry and says, "Fine, fine. His real name is Amadeus. He was the contender for the throne when LaCroix died.
I will come up to him, take him by the scruff, pick him off the ground.
Yeah, he looks fucking
What
terrified.
else do you know?
Look, I know quite a bit, and I'm willing to share, but put me the fuck down, please.
I will shake him up.
Larry, put the man down.
Larry will stop, think for a moment, gently put the man on the ground, tap him on the shoulder.
He seems to, like,
A bit.
sort of cower backwards and eventually bumps into Jack and, sort of startled, starts questioning his entire life decisions and seems to sort of very awkwardly stand in place, terrified for his life.
I will tap him on the shoulder, like in a sign of apology, making his knees go up and down, and say, "Sorry."
Oh, now that we are all friends here,
Look,
In a way.
there's a whole slew of problems related just to this person being alive. For both us and for Strauss. I'm telling you
I mean,
that this might be the key for you to get to Strauss. But for that, there are things we need to be careful with because, trust me, and this is not a threat, I'm not speaking from personal desire here, but you don't want to be on the Nosferatu crosshairs.
well, that's where you come in, right?
That's why I'm here.
I assume the deal with Shackles is off.
Sorry, could you repeat?
I assume the deal with Shackles is off.
Look, that kid is ambitious, but he's dumber than a bag of hammers.
I know. I had to like I had to like directly hint to him about the gargoyle that Sabbat had. He just didn't catch on
Well,
that
that's
this was the
because
missing Nosferatu.
that's because Amadeus wasn't supposed to be a gargoyle. As far as
What?
the rest of the clan knows, instead of deposing LaCroix or taking advantage of LaCroix's death, instead of pushing Strauss away and taking the throne, instead of, oh, I don't know, keeping a bunch of our secret, he decided to join Strauss.
Oh,
Him being a gargoyle was never supposed to be a thing. He was either dead
I
or
see.
a traitor.
I see, but he was neither.
He was neither. You gave Chuck quite a number of. You gave him quite an advantage within the clan by revealing that Amadeus is a gargoyle now.
I see. He's probably really happy that for once he could get an advantage, huh?
Won't be the case for long. His loyalties come into question with the whole weird shit your sect does.
You yourself. Where was the sword not so long?
I was, sort of. I made a deal to get in, mostly because I was useful. I do that a lot, don't worry. It's not the first time I've tricked an entire sect into trusting me. Won't be the last. But you have to understand, there are reasons why I do the things I do. Usually I benefit most people I work with, and the Sabbat are no exception. Sosimo, right now, is a danger to you, and you won't get to solve that problem without me being, well, not alive, but
Well,
up and running.
I suppose the Nosferatu all over the world would take offense if we were just to level the entire fucking Hollywood for us.
Bold of you to assume the Warrens are in Hollywood.
I'm sure it'll be easy enough to find for me.
I'm
If
sure
I
you
had
could
to.
try. I'm sure you have tried, and that's
No, I haven't actually yet.
okay. Well, I'm sure you will at some point.
Not if you give me reason to.
Well, all I can tell you is you're not gonna find shit. Regardless, you can't get to Sosimo unless I'm up and running, so you're not going to kill me. Right?
Well, like Cecil said, you come here tomorrow, and you come here the day after. And when we're sure that we can trust you.
Yeah, of course. Not gonna deny that opportunity. Who wouldn't want a trust from... who wouldn't want the trust from this group? But yeah, just... the fact that you have Amadeus as part of your group already puts you in quite the awkward situation. Essentially, apart from me, no one in my clan wants anything to do with you while he is alive.
I mean, I thought your clan would be quite happy to know.
Why?
Because to the clan, you're not just a traitor. There are other things you're responsible for. Things that... I mean...
What
If your
things?
loss of memory is as extreme as I heard, then just be glad you don't remember half of the shit you did.
Tell me. You have to tell me.
Look, buddy, it's the one card I have to play in the negotiations. I'm not just gonna give it up.
Please.
for once, despite his usual playful demeanor, you notice a sort of disgust in Oswald's face when he looks at Larry.
Or Miguel,
Hmm?
a question to you. Does he look similar to the person I've seen in Recovered Memories with one eye?
Exactly like that person.
Or I know you.
I'm glad you remember
I
something.
remember you.
Yeah. If I can hope so.
I
There's
was hugging you.
Bullshit.
look.
I was.
No.
Wait! I was hugging you.
No, you were
Or-
manipulating me.
No. Was I?
I owe you nothing. I never did.
Mm, The way that my memory
Does
retrieval
he look
works,
like he lies?
um,
Very.
Oswald,
That
I have
seems
that
like a
ability.
very insightful question. Why don't you roll for it? Perception
I
empathy,
have
please.
the discipline for that.
Oh, do you?
Oh yes, Diablo paid off for once.
Oh, let's
Hold
hear
it
it.
all.
Let's hear it. Do you have to
It's
roll or
yours
is
doesn't
it
meet our Serena.
passive? Yeah.
No, I just know when someone
Oh,
lies.
cool.
Or when they know they lies,
Yeah.
or when they think they lie.
No lies here. None whatsoever.
Oswald, the way my memory retrieval works is by emotional. So, whatever he was feeling in that moment was like a positive emotion when he was safe. That I believe that was my mm, the thing I was going for.
If you must dive into this topic and open up old wounds, then allow me to invite you to open up some of your wounds as well. Would you trust Timothy? Are you going to tell me that you never felt like he was helping you at some point? Does that answer your questions?
Mm-hmm.
Good. Then, hopefully you understand why it's so distressing to know that he's still alive.
I see. Yeah. I can see your point.
Good. Can we drop it?
Of course.
Good. Just keep him away from me. Like I said, I can help, but you lot have to give me some help in return. I'm not going to put my own child through hell and then kill him. I want him to have some semblance of closure, at least. Some expectation of a good future. He's not gonna get that if you lot just off him as soon as you see him. I get he's done enough to warrant that reaction. That's why I'm negotiating with you. His life for information.
Yes. Either way, I'm sure the doctors have spoken, and I guess since you also want some assurances, in 2 nights, we'll be able to make that deal. And for now, you probably shouldn't let your errant child know where you might have been traveling.
He doesn't, nor will he ever. He's not... He's not currently within our range of communication.
Okay.
I can message him if you want.
What? Why?
If you want.
Up
I don't
to
feel like-
you, but... Look, the point is, I'm trying to find him and keep him from fucking up more. But I'm not going to do that in time for you to be completely immune to what he's trying to do. So, I came here to warn you. Some shit from your past might start cropping up because of this.
Mm-hmm.
Good. Oh, and, as a gesture of goodwill, I've taken some precautions and prevented the camera from being able to track Abel, since he already had a price on his head.
Mm.
Oh. That's awfully nice of you.
Yeah, well, only nice one in the party, right? At least the only one who actually gave a shit about what happened to my kid. And he makes eye contact with Cecil when he says that.
Sosimo softly cries somewhere out there.
He deserves it.
Fuck
Shit.
you.
Shit. Okay.
Like, considering the fact that he called the bloodhound, like, he's basically got Iris into a bloodhound. Like, I'm not sure even the deal is gonna fucking save him. Like, Daddy just might have to, you know, bend him over the knee and turn him into a fucking painting.
Okay, for a second I thought you were gonna fulfill Sosimo's deepest desires or some shit. Anyway,
Wait, why does his deepest
Right.
desires involve being bent over Cecil's knee? Because then he might die on my hands.
You never know.
Yeah.
Miguel, you don't have to tell everything about my previous character, please. These are his secrets.
Oh. Yeah. After a few moments, Oswald basically takes a step back and says, I'm going to leave now. I'll be back tomorrow night, as agreed. Okay?
Works for me.
Don't follow me. Any of you. Especially not you.
Wait. Why? Can't you tell
Don't.
me more?
No. You'll get your information when you work for it.
How?
Think of it as professional courtesy.
Bloody hell! Those are my memories. My! And Larry will backhand a fucking wall behind him.
Yep. And as he does, Oswald just looks fucking terrified and takes a few steps back, almost falling on his ass.
I want to remember. I don't even know you.
Consider
I
that a
do not
blessing.
know myself.
Consider that a blessing. Okay? Now,
Why?
you'll get your information when I tell you you can. Just Consider that payback for what you've done, even if you don't know what you did. And Oswald basically starts staggering backwards towards the exit.
Larry will just keep screaming, standing still. I did nothing.
Oswald
Why
basically.
are you doing this to me?
Oswald basically slips through the door and starts running audibly, and eventually the
once-
sounds of his footsteps stop completely.
Once he's gone, Serena looks to Larry. Well, apparently you were a pretty shitty sire.
Oh yeah,
And
screaming at your child.
Larry will scream and punch through a fucking wall.
I hope it's
And
not the
stomp
outside
away.
wall.
Yeah.
Well, after
Larry, look here. Look the fuck here. Relax.
No, Larry is already not there. Larry left.
Well, apparently Larry was a shitty sire.
I wonder
Oh,
if he
you
can
don't
play the
fucking tell.
piano.
Hope fucking not.
Oh, Jack. We are of interest to Supernatural Forum. A fucking landmark.
Since when?
Well, since forever, this is a haunted house. And we've already had somebody
Checks out.
Yeah, so basically we've already had somebody trying to get in who got killed, and another person interested in where the friend has gone missing. Like, I'm gonna be dealing with that part. But you
Whose
know
goal
what would
can
be
I
good?
frame for building up the building? For restoring the building? I'm not
No.
framing myself, nor am I. Fucking.
What?
Maybe you
I'm not
should
framing
keep-
myself,
Wait.
nor I do Leo for rebuilding
Oh.
this building.
Oh, I can deal with my goal. We were planning to use
I
him
need
for.
fucking name. That's all.
Okay, like here's the thing. Yeah, we need like we're gonna do something around so that it looks like it's being built upon and so on.
At this point, the front door opens and Titus walks in to see a pissed off Cecil, a Larry storming out of the room, Jack and Serena arguing about some supernatural forum, and Abel just existing peacefully.
As he always does.
Hey, Abel, I forgot to take you on what the hell is going on here? Who is that person?
Oh.
Well, it was
Oswald?
Amadeus's child.
Who is Amadeus? Do we have a fucking Mozart here?
Larry, apparently.
Larry is Amadeus?
Yes.
Yeah.
What an interesting name.
Are we betting on him being
Anyway,
Amadeus fucking Mozart?
Yeah, but what's the deal with that guy?
well, apparently, Sosimo, Oswald came to warn us that Sosimo has been trying to get us into the red, which is why I am now being blood hunted. Well, Iris is being blood hunted.
And you are being harassed by your fucking past, Titus. If it happened already.
Fucking Sosimo, I knew something wrong about how he left.
I mean, that was obvious. Either way, we'll get her. She's been fucking up shit enough that Oswald came to warn us and to make a deal. Well, in 3 nights, once he's bloodbound to Cecil, we'll deal with the rest.
Well, looks like Titus past also beat my ass a little bit because I got a call from a person from my family's corporation, and it's a back phone.
Well,
what the hell?
which is the one that Sosimo probably knew you had.
Your
So,
phones?
so.
So he fucking
Well,
outdistinguished it.
it's at least it's confirmed that they're sided with Camarilla.
Well,
Now that's a fact.
Well, you're going to need to change your phone because the SIM card can be used by the police to track you down. they'll triangulate your location if they know you're in LA. So you should get a new phone and a new SIM card.
Apparently, I can't even leave without any like mask or something on my face, because it
Without
seems
what?
that well, they may know my face, so
I'm
they
sure I
are
can
looking
fix
for
that.
me. I need to
All
look a
right.
lot different. Yes, please do.
Why don't we use this SIM card and leave it with somebody we need out of the picture? Some not kindred, of course.
Awfully bold of you, Abel. Would not expect you to be so cutthroat.
Oh, they're just gonna arrest somebody for a while and realize it's not the person they're looking for.
For murder.
I
I'm
mean, if
sure
you're
they can
Sagittarius.
have. I'm sure they have fingerprints on the real perpetrator.
Definitely. I'm proud of you. Good suggestion.
Right. I'm going to head off to chat with my goal about security in this house and keeping visitors out. Mm, can you talk with Jesus about playing nice
I
and
already
gaining?
asked him.
Well, make sure he does gain territory not from one of ours. It would be annoying if he would pick fights with the Mexican cartel or my goal.
Santa Monica seems awfully crowded.
Yeah, he could, for example, clean it out.
Well, that's what he is doing.
Oh, good.
Apparently, your ghoul also has interests there.
But then they can both work on it. Pick different locations. Divide and conquer. So if Miguel is going to be interested in Santa Monica, then perhaps he's not a good person to guard our domain, well, our haven. Maybe he should lay off Santa Monica and get to concentrate on
Well,
Hollywood later or something.
That would alleviate Jesus's problems as well.
Well, if I manage to get my hands on particularly interesting mortal that has, how do you say it? Yes, private arm fucking force, we'll get straight past the part about keeping us safe. But he's rather fucking hard to get hands on.
Who is he?
Let me remember for a second. Gilbert Colin Strider.
Do I recognize that name, Miguel?
You do not.
Okay, but either way, when you're dealing with that, make sure to double check that there's no connection. It's the key. He did used to own a mercenary company, so
The name?
what?
Do you remember the name of the company?
Oh, he used to own Owl's Eye, worldwide company.
No, that sounds like. That doesn't sound like my guy.
Yeah, not from that company, but what I mean, he might.
They
want
may
to-
offer services to lots of corporations and yeah, private services.
And either way, even then, he might want to get a new company. Like he could have been like even like the Crowfield moving in could be connected to him. So gotta be a bit careful with that.
If you have time to do the reading on this Strider guy, would be greatly appreciated.
Send me your questions and I'll ask.
If he's already ghouled, if I ghoul him, will be...
Send me those messages in a text so I don't forget. I'm going to head out for now and get my guy to focus on keeping us safe during the day. I assume I'm not needed for anything else right now here.
Cecil at some point seems to take a deep breath and then say, well, at least we know the source of the recent problems we've been having. Let's make sure the source of these problems does not get away. Shall we?
Indeed we shall.
Right then. I'll be seeing you a bit later. And Serena heads off to the location where, her sports car is parked.
Hmm.
Well, actually, Serena first goes back into the house, and a bit later you hear clacking of heels, and then she leaves. Like, she starts going to the car, then, looks down at her feet, and is like... And then goes back in, and comes out wearing a long, dress to the floor so that her tail is not seen, and wearing heels, waves you goodbye, and then heads out towards her car.
And as Serena leaves, Cecil ponders for a moment and says, Titus, go make sure Larry doesn't do anything stupid. I need to have a word with Abel.
Yeah, I'll check on Larry.
Mm-hmm. And as Titus leaves the room to go check on Abel, you walk down the corridor, checking room by room, and eventually you reach one where... What is Larry doing inside? Alex.
Poop.
Did he vanish?
I fell out of the existence.
Ah, I see.
Could you repeat, please?
Well, what is Larry doing in... He basically left. What is he doing in the room that Titus finds him in?
Hey, big man, where are you?
He's just on the floor, fucking sitting and thinking to himself, like a huge little fucking baby, with his legs crossed.
Oh, there you are. Oh, how are you feeling? Seems that lots of news today.
He remains silent.
And yeah, I learned that they're still up my ass. So I don't have that memory loss that you have, but yeah, past does bite your ass. But you shouldn't look at your past. I tried not to, because, in my case, I'm not the mortal shell I used to be. I'm a completely new person. You can also be a completely new person and not to be attached by your past. I will still call you Larry. You're not some Amadeus.
Do you know how I got that name?
You mean
Larry.
Larry? No, but it's simple and I like it more than Amadeus. but please tell me.
On the night I ran away, I shattered the window and flew off. I was trying to find a place to stay and found this old church, and just a few blocks away from it, on a skyscraper, I saw a big poster saying Larry Mar Aerobatics, and I liked it and took the Larry of it. You remember your past, and you can let it go. It is a decision that you can make. I do not remember anything,
Well,
but I want to.
for that, I agree. So you should first discover your past and make sure that you don't need it anymore. We're still gonna make sure that you will remain as you are and you won't be clinged by your past, because you know in the past, as that person revealed, it seemed that you were not a kind person.
Yes, probably. But I have to know who I was.
For that, we have to find Strauss.
What
He will
was this Nosferatu name that just came here?
Oh, fucking hell. I forgot to ask him itself. Well, I arrived late and didn't bother asking his name. I think it's Os something. Maybe Oswald, Oswald, or. Fuck, I forgot.
He told that all the other Nosferatu wish me dead.
Well, don't want to assume, but it seems like you may have been a Nosferatu genocide maniac or something. Well, I don't know about Camarilla policies on silver rats.
Larry,
Yep.
as soon as Titus says, oh, maybe you were a genocidal maniac in the Nosferatu, you get this very quick flash. Just this image in your mind. You holding, essentially holding down what you consider to be something that your clan valued, a member of the clan that they valued. And you're holding him down and biting into his neck and draining him. And that's just you just get a flash of that memory before you sort of return to yourself.
Titus can just see Larry burrow in his own hands fucking robbing them with intensiveness against his temple and going, no. No, 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 no. Why does it have to be that way? I thought they would be glad for my return, but they hate me. I don't have anybody to trust and to love. Why? Why? And he starts, well, fucking hurting himself a bit with his fingernails going through his own flesh.
He shouldn't go that far. Have you remembered something?
I killed other Nosferatu. I killed them. I was a bad person.
Do you remember how it felt? I mean, did you? I assume you feel guilt right now. Well, it's obvious, but do you have those memories of what you felt when you killed them? What was the feeling of the past you? How did your past you felt about what you were doing?
I don't know. Well, I did it on my own fucking wish, so I assume a triumph. Oh no.
Well, still, memory can be kind of distorted. We have to learn more about it. Don't have to feel guilty just yet.
Should I go to them? Or shouldn't? They appointed a meeting to me.
Nope, you're not going anywhere, but we do need to solve this matter, and I'd like to know about the location, and I can try to gather as much as info as possible, and maybe to figure out if it was an ambush on you.
Please do. I have the location and time. Maybe someone of Camarilla will be waiting there. Perhaps a lot of them. We can have a battle. They will not be expecting this.
And I can obfuscate, you can phase through walls, so in case anything dangerous will happen, we can just escape as easy as we came.
Do you wish to come with me then?
Fuck
It
yeah.
is-
Let's go
it
kick
is
their
this
asses.
week. Good. Thank you. I appreciate it.
No problem. I also have, well, something I want to quench. I mean, I haven't punched a person in weeks. Well, Camis will do that.
Or for being so nice to me. After we get this done, I might consider you an ally, Titus.
Everything for a pack brother, and yeah, we'll go until the end until you'll see your until we'll see how you will triumph on Maximilian's dying body, dying, undying body, or
Thank
whatever
you.
you will want to do with it. I'm also curious to
We-
see this climax.
We will. I want to. I want to be alone for now.
Okay, then I shall go. And Titus leaves, then obfuscates and stays because as of doctor's order, just to make sure everything's okay, and due to doctor's order to look to observe Larry.
Mm-hmm. What does Larry do then?
How close is it till the end of the night?
You got about a couple of hours.
Larry will sit about in this room for a moment and get up and go outside to fetch his birdies.
Yeah, well, as you start approaching the window, you notice there's the crow you've been spending time with. The crow is at the window. He's perched, sort of watching you through the glass. And when you open the window, it seems to reach back and peck at something that he then drops near you. And you see it brought you what looks like an earring, like a shiny silver earring.
Larry, how does it have like some? Can you describe it more, please?
The earring or the crow?
Yes, the earring.
The earring is essentially one of those hook ones. Looks like, hold on, looks like so. And from here down, it sort of has this tear shape where it has a number of small chains connecting a bunch of circles until it reaches the bottom one, which is a big circle.
Larry will gently brush the crow's feathers, take the earring, and just sort of adjust it to his ear. How does it look in a mirror? Will it fit?
Well, for a regular person, this earring would look good. A bit out there since it's got this big circle at the bottom. For you, it looks rather small, but you could make it work, I suppose.
Yeah, I will go outside, just sit on the roof with my crow and try to make it work. Try to put the earring in my ear.
Yeah. You try to find like some way to get it to stick. As you don't have your ears pierced, you don't really find a spot to hold it there, and so you sort of look at the earring. You take the hook and you just stretch it, like you bend the metal a little, and then you just hang it around your ear, and it sort of works. It stays there.
Yeah, I love it. And I will stay there outside. Not really going anywhere as for now.
Mm-hmm. And Titus, you basically keep watch over Larry as he simply seems to sit and think, with the crow either perched on his shoulder or walking near him, like hopping around near him. But it doesn't seem to go far from Larry himself.
Yep, that's what Titus is doing.
And as that goes on, we will leave the session there. Thank you, everyone, for joining us this evening. Remember to check the links below. Give Mark a visit on his SoundCloud account. Check the link for the upcoming books about the schism. And do check out our YouTube channel. Like, subscribe, comment, all of that good stuff. It really helps us out. And yes, we will call it there. Good night.
Bye bye.
Bye.